Yo, YouTube, what's going on? You already know who it is, your boy Cray, and in today's Rogue Company video, we are talking aiming. Okay, this was a suggestion that was given to me by somebody down in the comments of my Stop Making These Mistakes video. So I said, why not act upon it? Why not bring this to life? And why not help my fellow rogue agents get their aim tight? Because look, there's a lot of moments in the game where it's very easy to get scatterbrained and not know what to do, not know how to line up your shots, etc. So I said, why not bring this thing to fruition and why not make this happen? So a little quick disclaimer. This is all off the top of the dome, as all my videos are. So if you hear me stumble, stutter, whatever the case may be, it just is what it is. I like to capture the authenticity of it. So that be what it be, yo. If you enjoy this aiming tips video, make sure you hit that sub button. Over 90% of you guys are not subs, so let's bring that number down a bit. Come on, come on. And make sure you hit that like button. Every like helps. Comment down below if this video is helpful or not, or if you have some aiming tips to help somebody out in the comments. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and jump right into things, okay? Aiming tip number one. We want to center that reticule at head level. Reticule, whatever you want to call it. We want it centered at head level, okay? Let me explain. Too many times, too many gameplays I see, too many clips, I see people running around the map like this, right? I see people literally running around the map looking at toes. They just want to see Ronin's hair just frolic in the wind or something, like, I don't know. And then an enemy pops up and all of a sudden they have to do this, right? You see what the first thing that happened when I did that? I literally over readjusted and had to come back down, okay? That happens to a lot of people, especially my controller players. Like, I play back and forth. I'll do some games keyboard and mouse, some games controller. So at the end of the day, it happens either or. Keyboard and mouse and controller, analog stick or mouse, okay? What you need to be doing is running around the map literally with that reticule at head level, okay? Now, remember, if you're crouching, that reticule might be a little bit higher. If you're up on top of cover, that reticule may be a little bit lower. Always try to pre-adjust to the best of your ability, so all you have to do is make micro adjustments, okay? If I'm like this and I jumped on some cover and that Dallas pops up, I have to literally have a giant readjust occur for me to be able to line up those crits and be able to kill him. Typically, by the time you readjust, that opponent, if they recognize where you are, will have put a bullet or two on you. Now you're fighting at a disadvantage. In this game, you never want to fight at a disadvantage. You just don't, okay? So, look, bring that reticule up. Don't be looking down at your feet, because it's so much easier for me to pop out of cover and do that if I have my reticule already at head level. If my reticule is down here, look, when I pop out of cover, I am screwed. I'm gonna start shooting the wall a little bit, and I know it won't be that dramatic, but I think you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. So let's make sure when we are running around the map, we are running around with that reticule at head level. And I will say the only time you should be looking down at the ground is if, for example, the opposing team has like a Saint, and the Saint might be prone to dropping a trip mine. Then you might want to glance at the ground. Or if you hear Ronin's ballistic knife somewhere, then okay, let's look around a little bit. Let's explore and let's find out where that ballistic knife is so we can go ahead and destroy it and then bring that reticule back up to head level. Okay, get it? Got it? Good. Tip number two. Okay, tip number two. This is something that not a lot of people do, especially in third-person games that incorporate bloom. And this is burst fire your weapons. Okay, now hear me out here. I'm rocking Ronin's AR right here, her AK, whatever you want to call it. What's it, the KA-30? Yes, that's the correct term. We can call it AK, call it whatever you want. Anywho, there's a lot of people that I've seen, again, gameplay on YouTube, clips on Twitter, when they're trying to hit somebody this far away, and they're just spraying. Okay, they're just spraying and praying. Do you know what would be so much more efficient in this regard? Burst firing, okay? Just simply doing this. Do you see how much quicker I was able to kill that rogue agent at 40 meters versus when I just laid down on the trigger? Okay, I will show you again. Land on the trigger. That was a little bit better. Not too bad, not too bad. Now let's burst fire. I think you guys get the difference. Burst firing is so important. Like, the only people that can really contend at that 30 to 40 meter range without worrying about anything are my DMR peoples. You know, Dallas with his DMR, Dahlia with hers, Trench with hers, so on and so forth, right? Very easy for them to compete at this distance. For my AR people, it's not too easy for us to compete at this distance unless we are burst firing. So let's make sure we let off that trigger, lay on, let off, lay on, rinse and repeat. It will be a lot easier to knock those people that might be a bit further away from you on the map. Tip number 3, folks. This will be knowing which guns to use at which range, okay? So right now we have Ronin's KA-30 and we have her Spitfire pistol. Now I wish I could come over here to the shop. I wish I can go ahead and equip this in the second slot, but whatever. We'll use the Spitfire for the sake of this video. Let's just pretend this is an SMG and not the automatic pistol, or it can be the automatic pistol, whatever, okay? So typically I'm using this assault rifle in that more mid-range, okay? So this person right here will get clapped with my AR. The person at 30 meters, we're working them with the AR, okay? The person at 40, we're gonna burst fire them and work them, okay? This person at 10, we wanna prioritize with that pistol that is automatic or that SMG, okay? That SMG will be less effective at 20. And then of course, even more less effective, that might not be grammatically correct, I don't know. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It'd be least effective. Least effective? No. Whatever. You guys know it won't be as effective as the AR at this range. Okay? See, the bloom starts to kick in. Even if we burst fire this thing, it starts to kick everywhere and it gets goofy. Okay? So I see a lot of people trying to barrel stuff with an assault rifle. And it does work to a degree if you are playing against a noob or if you catch somebody off guard. Like if you corner jumped and you came around here, you might be able to catch somebody lacking. But if somebody starts firing their SMG at the same time you start firing your AR, you will lose because that thing has a higher rate of fire. They will connect more bullets because they don't have to worry about that crazy recoil, and you will take a nap. I can almost promise you, you will take a nap. There are very few times that I am able to catch somebody off guard with this KA-30 versus if I was using her SLC or if I'm using the Spitfire automatic pistol. So guys, let's be smart. Use those SMGs in that close range. Flop over to that AR when we start to get things to mid-range, okay? Don't put yourself in a position where you are forced to use an SMG in that mid-range, especially long range. Long range, it ain't happening. And you might ask me, Cray, where am I gonna get an AR from? I'm rocking Lancer. Dude, do you know how many people die per round? Pick up their weapons, especially if you're playing Strikeout. Pick up somebody's gun off the ground. There's ARs everywhere, DMRs everywhere. Phantom might drop her sniper. You just want to have something that is viable for that mid to long range combat that's going to help complement your SMG and or automatic pistols. So guys, let's stop trying to use those SMGs really at those mid to long ranges, shall we? Cool. And my last aiming tip here, at least for this video, will be this. We gotta know how to peek walls in peek shot, okay? I will show you an example. Let's go over here. I like the right side peek. Okay, so it's knowing when to come out here. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do it that well. I will completely admit I'm a little bit of a bot on keyboard and mouse, whatever. But the whole idea is whatever. I'm botting out. I'm botting out. The whole idea is to peek out, lay a couple bullets on the enemy, and get back in the cover before they have the opportunity to spray into you. Or if you get hit once with a bullet, that's fine. You have the opportunity to get back behind the wall, heal up, and come out here and lay fire. The goal of this, of course, will be for you to put more bullets into your opponent than your bullet puts then your opponent puts back into you. Okay, so peeking walls and firing is so important. What I see a lot of is this. Somebody comes out of cover and they just continue to strafe out of cover, right? Now remember, that person isn't a dummy. They're going to shoot back right away. They're going to strafe with you, right? So your best bet is to keep this wall very, very close to you, or keep some floor cover very, very close to you so you can get back behind cover, heal up, recollect yourself, do what you need to do, because when you're out here, you are booty buck naked. All right, now let's say you get out here and you put some bullets on this person and you're like, hey, I'm about to get him, man. And then you look and you see this person right here and this person right here. You are screwed, dude. You are screwed. Instead, if you come out here, take a few shots, and then you realize that person's there and that person's there, you can get back behind cover and you can protect yourself, wait for your teammates to come and help out, or wait for the flank to come, whatever the case may be. You just have more of an opportunity to succeed in that situation. So guys, please, let's start peeking walls. And it's very easy to peek that wall if you already have your reticule lined up. Again, referencing tip number 1. Every single tip that I mentioned today coincides with one another. They fold right into one another, okay? If we practice these things, we come into the training range, or we go into demolition or strikeout, and we keep these tips at the forefront of our mind, we will be able to succeed. We'll get high kill games, we'll get squad wipes, we'll 7-0 people, we'll 5-0 people in extraction, 3-0 people in strikeout, because we ain't missing bullets, we clapping cheeks left and right, and it's all good. So guys, please, 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 please take these aiming tips into consideration. It's been your boy Cray. I am signing off. If you enjoyed this video, again, like, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that sub button. I might have another aiming tips guide or shooting range training guide, whatever. I'm going to have some more stuff in the future because I actually like how this turned out. So until then, we are out. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.